What is going on, guys? Welcome back to SC Outdoors. Today is going to be a interesting day. I am fishing a classic Amish country Pennsylvania farm stream. It's definitely a warm water stream, but I'm fishing for trout. It is stocked heavily in the spring, but I know it gets super hot in the summer. I mean, today it's like 30 degrees and it's mid-October, but there's a couple reasons that I think I might find some trout here. There are some larger springs that dump into the stream, so I know the fish have a couple places to hide. There are also a couple of wild trout streams that do flow into this creek. So I know fish move. I had heard that somebody caught a wild trout in this stream in the spring, so I know they move around. This is definitely not a wild trout stream, but I just have a feeling there might be some trout around. We'll see. I'm going to give it a couple of spots. This is something I want to do a lot more of this fall, fish warm water streams and see, if trout move into them in the wintertime, which I think they do. I mean, I've caught them in warm water streams before anyways, so I don't know. If this video works, it works. If it doesn't, it's all good. But I'm just going to chuck a spinner around and we'll see if we can find some fish. Ooh, what is that? Is that a trout? That's a fall fish. It's a big fall fish, but it is a fall fish. So there you go, fall fish. It is the first victim. I thought for sure it was a trout at first. Yep, so that's where we are. Ooh, what do we got here? Largemouth. A little cold for you, huh? Oh, fish. So far, no signs of trout. Signs of fishing. There's a fishing line in like every tree. But no trout yet. Ooh, whacked. I don't know if that was a trout, but something just crushed it a lot harder than the fish I've been seeing so far. Try throwing a trout magnet out there. Oh my gosh, I just had something big. Something big just hit this trout magnet. I saw the flash of him. It's either a big bass or it was a trout. Let's see if I can get him to hit again. Got him. Wow, it's a freaking folly. Well, I should have expected that, I guess. We're definitely getting multi-species in. Crappie I find pretty fish, for sure. Trying to get this into where I missed that big bite, because I think that was a trout early on the spinner. There we go. Is that a trout? I think I have a trout, boys. Yes, I have a trout. Yes. 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 Brown trout. Whew. Boys, it worked, it worked, it worked. Definitely a stocky. But it's awesome to see him. Pretty fish nonetheless. Get him back in there. I'm glad I tried the trout magnet. I almost didn't. But this hole just looked too good. Whew, yes. Another crappie. There we go. That's a trout. Oh my gosh, it's a nice one too. Yes. Another brownie. Wow, been casting the trout magnet in there for a little while and nothing's hitting. It's about to give up on it. That's what's up. So we definitely have a stocked fish here. Pretty fish though. Seems to be doing okay. This is probably one of the last spots. I'm working my way back to the car and just hitting some of these holes with trout magnet, some of the ones that look pretty good. That's awesome, 2 trout, more than, I mean, honestly 2 more than I thought I'd catch today. So I'm pretty stoked. Oh, get out. That's a pretty cool catch. Yellow perch. Yellow perch are really cool to me, for whatever reason. I love their pattern. I don't catch them too often. So there you go. Look at those reds. Really pretty. Oh, there he goes. What do we have? Oh my gosh. It's a wild brown. Is it? It's a brown. It's very small. It's a wild brown, boys. We got a wild brown. So, this brown is probably not bred in this stream. However, probably a traveler from the one of those tributaries that has the wild fish. But I mean, that's for sure a wild trout. Really pretty. That was kind of the goal for today. See if I could find one, because I had heard that somebody caught one in here in the spring. Had no proof to that, but that's awesome. I almost left too. I got back to the bridge and I was like, I'll check downstream here for a couple holes before I leave, and there you go. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. Mission accomplished, I think. Caught more trout than I thought I was going to. This was more of an experiment, but it was a great thing for me to do. I just had a couple hours to fish this morning, so great thing to do with like no expectations. Just come out and try to catch some fish, and ended up being a decent multi-species day. I mean, I caught like 6 species of fish today, but found stock trout, which was 1. 2, I found a wild trout. So that was the 2 goals that I wanted. Really wanted to see if there would be any wild trout in here. But yeah, very cool. From what I've read online about this stream, the water quality is just not good enough for natural trout reproduction. So that's why I'm thinking that even if this water's cold in the fall, they're not going to reproduce in here. So he had to come from elsewhere. So very cool. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you here next time on SC Outdoors.